Hey everybody, this is Candace Adewale of the Loving You Lifestyle, and I hope that all of you are doing well and that you had a wonderful weekend and are having an excellent start to this brand new week. We have like 9 weeks left in the year and in this decade, and I hope all of you are starting to make plans for 2020. I know I am, and I am just extremely excited for the energy that is in the air and, all the, I guess, possibilities for the upcoming new year. So, what I wanted to do is something a little bit different, and I want to start my Bougie on a budget series. So, Bougie on a budget series. So, I'm going to be creating a series of videos to help you live your best life on a budget. And the first topic that is going to be discussed is travel. So, we're going to be talking today 6 different ways to travel bougie on a budget. Um, as many of you all know, I am such a huge advocate of international travel. And one of the reasons why I am so adamant about everyone getting their passport, everyone being able to travel and making it a priority is because it has totally shifted my entire life in the way that I think, in the way that I feel about myself, my level of confidence, and my ability to relate to other people, and just overall have a more positive life. So much so that I actually relocated to Rome, Italy last year. And if you want to kind of see more of my journey in Rome, you can actually follow me on Instagram where you can actually see me and I post videos and pictures about my life and day-to-day happenings. So I want to get right into the video and talk about the first way that you can travel bougie on a budget. And that is to upgrade to a first class ticket on a budget airline. So I actually did this a few times, and it's kind of funny because I always wanted to fly first class. And a lot of times when we think about flying first class, we think about, that's just for the super rich or the elite. And it's something that's completely unattainable for us. But I actually flew an international flight to Norwegian, excuse me, I said Norwegian, to Rome and also to Spain. I flew first class with my daughter because traveling with my daughter, I wanted it to be a little bit more comfortable for her. And when I looked into it, I saw that the tickets really weren't that bad. And that depending on the time of year, you can sometimes get um, round trip first class tickets for maybe 700 to $1,000 versus maybe flying on American Airlines or United Airlines where you're looking at maybe 3, 5, $8,000, just depending on the time of year for a first class ticket. So we upgraded to a first class seat on Norwegian Airlines, and we had a wonderful time. With our first class seats, first of all, you get bigger seats. Um, your treatment is very nice. And it's very comfortable. They give you your blankets and your pillows, and as soon as you get on the plane, they're offering you drinks, um, beverages, alcoholic beverages. And with our first class seat came a meal, versus if we would have done coach, then we would not have gotten a meal in our with our ticket. So it was a very lovely experience, and I immediately realized why people fly first class and why they pay for first class, especially if you're going to be flying for a very long time. And it just made it so worth it. So now what I do is when I just want to feel extra special, I will search for first class deals on the budget airlines. So that's number one. Number two, look for Groupon travel deals. One of the biggest misconceptions about travel, and especially international travel, is that it's so pricey, it's so expensive, and that it's unattainable. But international travel, especially these days, is so attainable, especially if you make it one of your priorities. And I find that Groupon travel has a lot of great deals that you can take advantage of that include airfare and accommodations. So, and aside from just Groupon, you can also look for other deals on places like um, what is it? My mind is like, oh my God, I'm like totally out there. But there, if you just search for like travel deals, there are travel sites that will come up like Expedia has some good deals or TripAdvisor. That's what I was trying to think of. TripAdvisor. Oh my God. TripAdvisor sometimes has great travel deals and packages too. So be sure to look for the deals because sometimes you can get luxury locations for really nice prices. And it's a really great way to travel bougie on a budget, as is doing cruises. What I find is a lot of times if you do like European cruises, and you maybe upgrade to a balcony, you can really get a nice bougie on a budget experience that just comes with that little extra touch that makes you feel extra special. And I think that's the whole thing about being bougie. It's kind of funny because back in the day, when people used to say that I was bougie, I used to kind of not embrace that because I felt like people were trying to say I thought that I was better than them. And then I think the older that I get, I accept that yes, I am bougie, that I do like luxury things and that I like living a nice lifestyle. And that's okay. And it's okay to want to treat yourself and it's okay to want the best things for yourself. And I think the best part is when you don't have to pay all that money to experience that luxury. So number 3, house swaps. I actually came to know about house swapping from a friend of mine who would swap out her apartment in Atlanta to go to some really cool places and stay in some really nice homes. So if you have a, a place, either a house or an apartment that is very nice looking and you keep it looking very nice, you can actually go on house swapping sites and swap with other vacationers who are looking for a house to stay in for vacation or holiday time and do a swap with them. You do have to arrange like the time frames and things like that. But the great thing about it is you really don't have to pay any money out and you can definitely find some more luxurious homes all over the world to stay in just by being willing to swap and be a little bit flexible on your travel dates. So house swapping, definitely there. You can actually go Google house swapping and quite a few sites will pop up for sure. So number 4 are boutique hostels versus hotels or Airbnbs. So when I first started traveling internationally, I would do Airbnb like all the time. And I definitely don't knock Airbnb, but what I have found is that Airbnb has gotten a little pricey these days. And the deals that you were able to find back in the day are basically non existent. So I don't even go on Airbnb right away. I will go immediately to hostelworld.com. So that's HOSTEL world.com. And what I really like about hostels, I mean, hostels get a bad rap. You have, and let me explain the difference because you have youth hostels, and youth hostels, which can also be nice, are usually for young people, backpackers who just need a clean place to lay their heads. And so, while it is most certainly an economical way to travel, it's not bougie. Yeah, it's not bougie. So, what I like to do is I like to look for boutique hostels. Um, I actually went to Spain, I think it's like 2 or 3 years ago, and we found a boutique hostel in Madrid, which was in walking distance from the Royal Palace. And when we got there, I was so impressed because it was very clean. It was very nicely decorated. The customer service was wonderful, and each room had its own bathroom because sometimes in hostels the bathrooms are shared, but this particular hostel had its own bathroom. And I find when you look for like the boutique type of hostels, they take a little bit more care. It's a lot more elegant hostel experience, and you can find a lot more luxury in those types of accommodations. And it makes it well worth your time and your money. So, that's what I started doing whenever I travel. That's my go to thing. It's like, I want something economical, obviously, but I don't want to, have to share a room with a stranger, and I want to have to share a bathroom. So definitely look for boutique hostels. Even boutique hotels are nice and can have great deals, and that's a great way for you to experience more luxury, bang for your buck when you travel. So number 5, call the Department of Tourism and ask for discounted tour tickets. So, this is a travel hack that I learned um, while having my own travel business. So, I have a part time travel business that I only use so that I can have access to travel discounts and travel agent benefits. But one thing that you can do without necessarily becoming a travel agent or joining like a travel club or anything is to call the Department of Tourism wherever you are going to be going and say, hey, listen, we're going to be in the area, and I would like to, this is our first time in the area, and we would like to know if you have any, you know, tour tickets or discounted um, tickets to different venues in the city. One good thing to throw out there is just tell them that, I have a large social media reach, or I belong to a large organization or a sorority, or I belong to a business type of group. And a lot of times, if they know that you have access to a lot of other people, they'll go ahead and give you like tons of free tickets or coupons to some of the best restaurants in the city, the best tours in the city, so that you can really explore the city and then in turn around and tell other people. Because for many cities, tourism is their main point of revenue. So don't forget that. So, number 6, traveling bougie on a budget. Okay, so everybody who knows me knows that I am a spa whore. Shameless. I love going to the spa. So, number 6 is go to a hammam or a bathhouse versus a spa. Almost every time I travel, I usually try to go to the spa or treat myself in some sort of way um, with a beauty treatment. So, what I have found over the years is that going to a hammam or a bathhouse allows me to experience luxury without having to pay for some of the pricier spas and spa treatments. Because honestly, going to the spa and booking like a massage and a facial and everything can cost you maybe $300 versus going to a bathhouse, which usually has an entrance fee of about $40 or $40 to $60, where you can come in, stay for hours, and just enjoy the amenities. Sometimes it comes with a body scrub. I know if you go to like a Moroccan spa or a Korean bathhouse, it will oftentimes come with a scrub down, and then you can enjoy the different types of pools and jacuzzis that they have. Also, what I will do to make my experience even more luxurious is I will bring special facial masks so that while I'm just relaxing in the pools or in the jacuzzi, I can wear my facial mask and I bring bring my things for my own facial. And it makes it a much more economic yet luxurious experience for me without paying all of that money. So, one other bonus that I want to give you ladies is this: make sure when you travel to do happy hour in an upscale area. So make sure to do your research and learn where the affluent parts of town are, and then go for what's called an aperitivo or an aperitif or like a happy hour in those areas. Now, aperitivos are very common in Europe, so it's not going to be hard for you to find a nice place where you can maybe pay 10 to 15 euro to come into a place and have appetizers. And usually it will include one or two drinks. And then you also get the opportunity to mix and mingle with people who, are a little bit more upscale and love luxury just like you do. So, anyways, this is my first video on the Bougie on a Budget series. I hope that you've liked the information that I've given you. Please make sure to drop a comment in the comment section and also make sure to like and subscribe to my channel as well as follow me on Instagram. I look forward to talking to you ladies on the next video. Ciao.